Welcome to this quick guide to help you write persuasively your personal statement for postgraduate study. We want to help you to think effectively how to promote your skills, experience and academic potential when applying to study in the UK. We will consider what to include in your application to convince selectors of your suitability, as well as how to most effectively structure your statement before highlighting where you can find further support. Before you decide to do postgraduate study, it is necessary to consider your motives and decide what you want to achieve before then researching all your options to find the right course for you. The more you consider the rationale for your course choice, the easier it will be to craft the statement. The more you believe in the benefit of something, the easier it is to present a case for it. Put yourself into the shoes of the selector, who may receive and read hundreds of applications. You want to make it easy for them to be excited by what you have to say. So take time to consider, what has influenced your choice of course and subject? What has sparked that interest? And what have you done to find out more? Again, ask yourself, does the course match your academic interests and aptitudes? Do the course leaders have expertise in your areas of interest? Does the course provide links to make useful contacts that may help you in your future career planning? Do your homework to find out as much as you can about the course, talk where possible with current students, teaching staff, and even employers who may know about the reputation of the programme. Firstly, as you draft your statement, outline why you have chosen this specific course, and then talk about how you will apply your current skills, knowledge and experience to demonstrate your potential to succeed. Everything you write needs to have a place and a purpose. It must include examples that draw on academic and broader experiences to showcase your skills and abilities. So, for example, talk about your independent study skills, time management, and good written and verbal communication capabilities. Highlight relevant modules, grades or projects you have succeeded in, and talk about this with enthusiasm. One of the biggest mistakes we see is the overuse of meaningless generic statements, such as, I want to do postgraduate study because I love my subject. That's great and likely very true, but it doesn't explain what has influenced you or why. So each time you write something, ask yourself, what, why, and how. The more specific, personal, and relevant your language, then the more informative and interesting it is to read. Tell your story, keep it lively, and let your personality shine through. What was the experience? What did you achieve? How has it developed and influenced you? Always aim to match yourself to the programme. Let's now think about current academic experiences and how this relates to the new area you want to research or study. It will be necessary for you to write about transferable knowledge or skills gained through a module, dissertation or project. How well did you perform in that module? Have you been awarded any scholarships or prizes? Do you have any relevant study, technical or scientific skills? The selectors want to see your enthusiasm to apply current skills and knowledge to your new learning environment. So demonstrate how your previous learning will prepare you for the demands of this new programme. Non-academic experiences are equally important, especially if you're applying for a programme that is new and a fresh area of learning. You must again make all non-academic experiences relevant to the course. So ask yourself, have I done voluntary or paid work in a related area? What related extracurricular activities am I involved in? By giving evidence of your ability to communicate in written and oral formats, manage your time effectively, show resilience and determination, you provide opportunity to show that you have carefully considered the demands of postgraduate study. Remember, tailor the evidence. Don't just say you have a particular skill. Prove it. This is where the good knowledge of your alphabet comes in. ABC. Don't expect the selectors to read between the lines. Apply the evidence to prove the point and be specific. So think ABC. Activity. Outline what you did. Benefits. Speak about how you benefited from this experience, i.e. the learning outcomes or skills developed. And finally, course. Conclude how this is relevant or helpful to your progression and success on the programme. Let me take a moment or two to read you an example. Despite being the youngest intern at the Sage Gallery, I was promoted to become a private tour guide due to my knowledge of the collection. This was a unique experience that enabled me to apply my knowledge of art history in a practical way. If I obtain a place on this MA in art history, I would certainly wish to use my experience and skills to contribute to student life and knowledge exchange. For instance, I would love to be involved in the university's Gaze magazine, having been before both the editor and contributor to my school art magazine and being the Sage Gallery social media content manager. Now that your statement has addressed with relevant and personal examples what appeals to you about the subject, you need then to evidence why you have chosen that particular university. Think about the following questions. Are there certain academic staff you want to work with? Does the structure of the course attract you? What appeals to you about the university facilities? Try not to repeat what you've read on the university website, but interpret what appeals to you and say why. Perhaps it's about a wider extracurricular opportunity, for example, a chance to work towards a university award or competition, such as the NCL Plus Award, or maybe it's the strength of the student union and other student services. Remember, the selectors want to see that you've done your homework and that you will be happy at this institution. Let's now talk career goals. If you're focusing on a vocational programme, then it's more important to invest effort in talking about your career interests. It will be expected that you understand what is required to adapt to your chosen profession and how you're suited to it. The further study website pages can provide more guidelines, and a conversation with a careers consultant can help to explore this in more depth. Simply go to the Careers Service website, go to My Career and request to speak with a careers consultant. For other non-vocational programmes, it's not essential to have a definitive plan or goal. However, it is important to show that you have considered the options and how the course will further your objectives. Again, it might help to clarify this in discussion with a careers consultant. In conclusion, we can summarise with these main top tips. Like an essay, start with a plan. List all the things you want to cover. Focus on your experiences and your interests and explain why it's relevant to the course. Make sure your writing focuses on why you want to do the subject and why at that specific institution. Use your closing couple of lines to summarise the most important points in your statement. Our website provides you with more detail on how to structure your statement, along with information to help you prepare your application. Start by writing your statement as long as you like. You can always edit it later. Keep the writing simple and concise. Use concrete examples and avoid being too descriptive or flowery with your language. Finally, always follow the guidelines given. Be kind to yourself and allow time to redraft and proofread where necessary. The Careers Service is always here to help whatever your inquiry. We provide impartial information and guidance and will happily look at draft statements with you. So whatever support you need, please get in touch or follow us on our social media platforms. We hope you now feel ready to start crafting the best and most impactful personal statement. So good luck.